Welcome back to Inner Calling Astrology and the weekly Starcast. What do the planets have to say this week? Monday and Tuesday. The sun is in Capricorn, the sign of the sea goat, a creature that can master any terrain, and the moon is in earthy, serenity-seeking Taurus. While both Capricorn and Taurus are earth signs that can work cooperatively, there's a significant way in which they differ. Capricorn thrives on doing challenging work. In fact, if it's not ambitious and demanding, Capricorn doesn't think it's worth accomplishing. But set Capricorn up at the bottom of a steep mountain, and nothing makes Capricorn more gratified than getting to the top. And if the temperature is below zero, even better. On the other hand, Taurus loves earthly pleasures and relaxation. Think of the image of a cow lying in the meadow, chewing some grass and soaking up the sun. No other sign enjoys the physical world and simple pleasures as much as Taurus. Taurus people possess an almost sixth sense for what suits them in the moment. So how can these two best work together? Two things come to mind. With Taurus's great natural instinct for what they need, Taurus can support Capricorn in finding the right mountain to climb. And once a course is set, Taurus has the determination to help Capricorn see it through. So these 2 days take advantage of Taurus's ability to intuit the right course and persist. And finally, let Taurus show you how to take some time out from your work, chew some grass, and sit in the sunshine. Monday after 6:58 a.m. throughout Tuesday are favorable for initiating contacts and plans for projects you'd like to see flourish. Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday at 8:14 a.m., the moon moves into active, curious, communicative Gemini. Gemini is known as the witness and the journalist. Gemini likes to get the facts. The moon, however, is about feelings, not facts. So this, to me, conjures up an image of a reporter who is trying to objectively observe and give a blow-by-blow account of their emotions. While I generally ascribe to the idea that one can't fully understand oneself unless we allow ourselves to fully feel our feelings, there is something to be said for giving oneself a bit of emotional distance in order to allow ourselves to acknowledge certain scary and uncomfortable feelings. So a Gemini moon can give us some objectivity in this regard. Synchronistically, the planet Aquarius is in soft aspect to the moon. Aquarius, among its other virtues, offers us a certain emotional distance from our feelings. We may find this ability to get a bit of distance from our feelings useful, especially with Jupiter, the planet of abundance, making a hard aspect to Chiron and Eris. Chiron and Eris symbolize the ways in which we've been wounded and marginalized. And with an Aquarian Jupiter activating these injuries, we might find a bit of objectivity may help us process these wounds. Also, keep in mind that Jupiter is currently in retrograde motion, signaling a time of review versus action. So this is an opportune time to take an inventory of what you've been feeling and perhaps what you had formerly not been noticing. Wednesday after 8:13 a.m. and all day Thursday are favorable for initiating contacts and plans for projects you'd like to see flourish. Wednesday, the moon is void from 7:24 a.m. to 8:13 a.m. So take action only on something you'd like to discontinue. Friday and Saturday. Friday, the moon moves into Cancer, the sign of the mother. Mother Moon wants to know how you feel and what you need. Cancer is a sensitive water sign, a very feelings-oriented sign. Yesterday, the moon had some Geminian objectivity, but today it's all about feelings, subjectivity. Nothing has to make logical sense. We just have to allow ourselves to feel. And with the moon being out of bounds today, some of our feelings might surprise us. They might not fit into our preconceived notion of what we should be experiencing. The out of bounds moon is an emotional outlaw of sorts, with little regard for convention. So however unexpected your feelings are, don't judge, just respect what you feel. Saturday at 5:03 a.m. brings in the full moon in Cancer. Now, we talked about how Friday there's an emphasis on feelings. And now with the full moon in Cancer, the emotional heat is turned up even more, and the spotlight is on home, family, feelings, and healing. There are a couple of significant aspects being made at this time. Now, as with every full moon, the sun is 180 degrees away, making a perfect opposition. So the Capricorn sun is opposing the Cancer moon. This is a call for us to begin this year by considering how we want to balance our inner and outer worlds, our family life versus our obligations to the community. The Capricorn sun is also currently in a conjunction with Venus and Mars, an aspect that occurs every 6.5 years. So this is a call to balance the feminine and masculine energies, to judiciously and consciously decide when it's time to put out an olive branch and when it's time to put up a boundary. Additionally, as I mentioned previously, Jupiter is making a hard aspect to Eris and Chiron, emphasizing the surfacing of injuries we've sustained, as well as the path to healing, which involves feeling our feelings, fighting for what is rightfully ours, and helping others on their path who have experienced similar wounding. Friday and Saturday are unfavorable for initiating contacts and plans for projects you'd like to see flourish. Friday, the moon is void from 7:23 a.m. to 8:09 a.m. So during that time, take action only on something you'd like to discontinue. Sunday. The sun is still in hardworking Capricorn, and the moon moves to gregarious Leo at 8:44 a.m. After the deep dive we've taken into our feelings during the Cancer moon, Leo wants to take those feelings and share them with others. Put it out to the world through song, dance, poetry, art, simple heartfelt words, or even a smile. A good portion of creative work is having access to inspiration and feelings. But the other important element involves cultivating skills. Practice, practice, practice. And there's nothing the Capricorn sun likes more than to exert effort in pursuit of a great work. So that makes this a good day to hone your craft. Sunday after 8:43 a.m. is favorable for initiating contacts and plans for projects you'd like to see flourish. Sunday, the moon is void from 8 a.m. to 8:43 a.m. So during that time, take action only on something you'd like to discontinue. Thanks for watching. Tune in next Monday to the weekly Starcast. And remember, it's never too late to be who you are. This is Maxine of Inner Calling Astrology, wishing you a blessed week.